I am going to be using the action of my Rod of the Packkeeper to regain a spell slot.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, so everyone's just cool now. Is that what's happening?
Did anyone get hurt?
Yes.
Do you want to rest again?
I mean, I could also just heal myself. I'm not really sure we should.
Again, motherfuck!
I cast Cure Wounds on myself at second level.
Guys, I think there might be more of them out here.
Come on, can we just hurry and find Lady Zahana?
Yeah, maybe we should keep moving.
Should we start shouting for her?
No. What's her location? What's her
You know
coordinates?
that getting to the center of the island would be moving towards you.
Right, cool. Yeah, I'm moving towards you.
I mean, all I know is that she's said to be in prison on this island.
Sure, okay.
You see, Trias goes over and picks some of the corpses off with these drakes, like sling them off his back, like so he has a lunch.
Yeah, sure.
Travel mix.
Trail mix.
Yeah, that's the
I
word.
guess. Okay, so let's keep moving.
Yeah, quickly or stealthily?
Yeah, no, let's move quick.
Okay, cool.
Cool, yeah, you get further inside the forest, and here you actually encounter what must have been a battlefield, or at least a battle taking place here. And make a investigation check. Yeah, I'm recent, within weeks, days.
Fuck, I see nothing. It's not
23.
13.
13.
Investigation is 5.
5. Okay.
12.
Yes. Yes, you're the only one who actually finds like a piece of armor that's been broken off by one of the dregs. And you see, this belongs to a Karakan soldier.
Kraken.
It's empty. Must be Kraken.
It's not Kraken. Okay.
And you can see like these claw marks from these dregs you have fought before. That has been here.
So it looks like maybe a group of Kraken soldiers engaged in drakes and got...
Yeah, probably a scouting party has been sent to investigate this island and never returned.
That makes sense. This seems fine.
Yeah.
Should we just... Is there anything else worth noting? Any...
Make a perception check.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
So enter.
Yeah.
I'll take the first one. It's a 15.
15. No, not really.
Okay.
It's
Alright, so
another one of these clearings. There's some mines growing from some trees. There's some bushes.
Okay.
Are there any weapons?
No, again, this piece must have been forgotten because there's no corpses or anything.
Oh. Oh. So how do we know it's battles? Just because of the tracks?
You can see again there's these clear signs of battles, like feet marks that's been when somebody has taken a battle stand and so forth.
Okay.
And then this single piece of armor from a crab soldier.
I see.
Shall we continue?
Yeah, I think so. It seems like these drakes are hungry.
Yeah.
Hungry for flesh.
Hungry for flash. So you continue forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Demon.
Demon flesh.
Fuck you, demon.
Or what's your AC?
My AC, 18.
18. Not enough then. You suddenly hear a roar that say as you pulled up by one of the vines.
Oh fuck! Are you okay?
And you see like another vine with the ends in a flower, like a mouth, like.
Oh shit! I
Don't tell me you're choking. That is the worst thing you could be doing.
Yeah.
And you see these vines like try to grab out. The rest of you are too far away, but all was just near enough. Like.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, no. Get away.
I was making some outtake. You'll probably.
What the fuck is this? Sorry.
That would be 26. 24.
Yeah, but again,
24?
you have seen a similar species in Calgrove. These are just flesh-eating mines, essentially called.
They are just flesh-eating spores.
Oh, they're just
Yes, it's lovely.
They have them everywhere.
Can you help us just sort of identify them as we're moving through the island?
Sure to that one.
Okay.
Okay, and essentially, like each time you see a vine here, that's a flesh-eating vine. It's like there's no
Did I
doubt
get
about it.
any damage?
No, you managed to get out before it starts to strengthen.
No
Yes.
choking damage.
No choking damage. Oh god.
I'd like to imagine that Aurora somehow is just getting a metal collar at this point. Because, nope, yes.
Never
Not
again.
But yeah, you easily okay, watch out for here with this track here, and you can actually see that these natural paths created by animals clear because they have learned where to move in order to avoid these things.
Okay. So just use the paths.
Yep.
The paths.
Paths.
Path of life.
Yes. And you finally arrive at the center of Crone's.
I summon 2 daggers immediately, so I up my AC.
And what you can see is this fairly large hill itself, where there are these, you see disruption in the earth itself. Somebody has clearly dug into it and then patted it on again. And you see there are 2 new holes that is in the midst of being covered up again. And you can see what appears to be the top of a head poking.
Aurora, those daggers are not a "we come in peace" sign. Yeah, behind your back, they are just so much better.
A human form, please.
Hello, I am Drios, human.
Yeah. Okay, just be quiet for now. You're a silent human.
And then I'll cue your teething down.
No, it's actually human.
Oh fuck! Did he really whisper like
So you said a head was poking up from
And you can see the top of the head.
Yeah,
a humanoid.
Humanoid, yeah, black hair.
Yeah, I will go towards it.
You?
You go towards it and you can see this is a corpse of a hobgoblin with Karakan army. Armor. You can see some broken weapons has also been thrown into this hole into the ground.
I hold
And
my distance.
Narrows, I'm not even going to make a roll. You can see this hill. There has been multiple holes for centuries when people have a new body.
So this is a graveyard.
And you can see the way that these have been created. You have actually seen hills like this in your own Druidic settlement. This is like when somebody dies, they are granted back to nature. Essentially become manure in a sense.
So we are dealing with a possibly druidic.
It's quite likely because she is a former lady. She's a former lady of spring. So
yeah, she was known as Lady Sahana of the Green, an aspect of spring.
Yeah.
I like the green.
And with that, you start to hear again these.
Yeah.
So where should we go?
And you see these heads of these reptiles poke up from behind you.
Boy, fuck off!
And then you hear like.
From
behind
them?
From behind the hill. And then you see what appears to be like these creatures, these reptiles, but it's larger. And you can see on its head, it has like a headdress essentially with these colorful feathers and like chains dangling with various amulets and so forth. And then you see a woman, almost elvish in appearance, dark skin, green lustrous hair, with like what appears to be a spear at the ready and handle of a lance at the other hand. But the lance itself is missing. And you can see she is riding on this creature like, and then she just stares down towards you.
We come in peace.
You?
Who are you, mortals?
I am Neris Shakor from Caligrove.
Sir Chase Larkin.
You're like off the
Champion of you wouldn't know.
We are the hounds of war. We come in peace.
Come in peace, and you bring a demon with you.
He's a peaceful demon. What?
No, I'm just pointing at you so she knows this.
Well, I always imagined one of the Winter Court would arrive at some point. I didn't imagine they would send one of the hounds to do so.
Huh?
Apparently they are preoccupied elsewhere.
Aren't they always?
Indeed.
So what brings you here to disturb my prison?
Well, you see, we are looking for an individual and we believe you might have some indication as to his current location.
And you can actually see she gently caresses the neck of this drake that goes down, slightly on the side so she can get off. And she walks over closer towards you, still up on the hill looking down on you.
I found respect.
Cross her arms.
Move off, move.
First.
So, Lady Galafrios has sent you, I presume.
Absolutely.
And you want to know where my child is.
Yes,
Sir Jace, was it?
madam.
Do you have any idea why I am here?
Yes. I do indeed. Which is why I realize how awkward this is a position to ask you.
I believe you know only the half-truth.
I know that coming here to ask you where Lord Nihalad is probably not exactly a successful or very likely venture, especially considering why you were exiled. As far as I know, that might be the
A
limit.
self-imposed exile, I might add.
Oh,
I turned my way away from the Fey Court to ensure that Queen Titania, ever the Splendid, would raise my child as her own. And what did she do? She punished him for what I did, what his father did. And then King Oberon has the audacity to send him as a spy to spy upon the woman supposed to be his mother. Can you imagine the shock to learn that the woman who has mistreated your whole life turns out not even to be your mother?
quite so.
He was supposed to bring her back to the summer court. Because in King Oberon's wisdom, he tried to see if he could persuade her to remarry once again. Can you blame my child for turning against that wild woman?
No. Personally, I have no gripe with your child.
And can you blame me for taking him away from that vile place and put him away where they could never hurt him again?
A place that can never hurt him again.
And she's like, stops a bit again. She's a bit shaken by all reliving all these memories.
My apologies, madam. All I know is that your son is a known instigator of an assassination attempt.
And in that moment you hear a faint voice, and it's only you, Jace, that hears. And you can in fact feel it's because she's communing to Alpha, who's then sending it to you. And she says, seek out the Satyr brothers in Cloudy Falls. Protect my child. And in that moment you all feel this breeze, this coldness. Only Jason has experienced this before. And you can see walking in the distance Lady Galafrio in clearly what is a battle dress. She's like adjusting two long gloves, her hair is braided to the side and ready says, "Pardon the interruption. I get we don't get any news from you, Lady Sahana." And you see Sahana turns around to Lady Galafrio like this. I always imagined it would be your mother turning up here. Well, shall we? Yes, shall we? And you see these two forces of nature just go at it. You see trees that form fists and try to push down Lady Galafrio. You see hails the size of boulders fall down. This is a disaster scene, and you actually have to take cover behind the hill. I'd like to imagine, for instance, Krias jumping in front of you, actually, to form a shelter. And in doing this confusion, you can see that a couple of the drakes have tried to join actually behind you, and you can see the large drake that the Sahana arrived in has also joined you. And then he starts to turn his head around, clear looking, and then looks towards the scene, and you see like a couple of hatchlings near the battle scene itself. And as Lady Sahana is about to form a wall of just dirt and mud to shield herself against these javelins of ice, she noticed these hatchlings, and you can see something snaps at her. And in that moment, the battle ends. For we see Lady Sahana has actually shielded these hatchlings. Her body is just pierced with these icicles, and her skin's turned this deep brown, like old trees. Her hair starts also to brown up along, and you just hear her. And then she turns into a tree. She is now a tree.
You're market.
And
No, that would be risky.
And Lady Galactus says, "Well, this was disappointing." And then using the Frostblade cantrip she has taught you, she moves her hand in a swift movement. The water molecules form a blade, and it just cleaves through Lady Sahana. "I hope you will do better," said Jace. And then Lady Galactus turns around and disappears into the mist.
Okay, well I look nervously towards the dinos, the tracks.
I mean, you see actually the last one has actually looked, is actually in eye height with you.
what is its intentions, I believe.
Well, you have Arthur, so you probably could commune with it. And it's,
Oh yeah, I was just like, is it being aggressive?
No,
Okay.
none of the drakes around
Okay,
you right now are aggressive.
We should check if eggs are. Oh wait, was it eggs or
Hatchlings, so
how are they doing?
Okay, well,
they're probably 2-3 weeks old.
Oh wait, but how are they? Are they hurt? Are they?
No, again, Lysana managed to shield.
Okay, so
all of
she
them.
managed to shield them.
Hatchlings of these.
Of the drakes, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a real cool patron you got yourself there, Jace.
Yeah.
I feed them some good berries.
Yeah. I walk over to the tree or Lady Sahana, and I just put a hand on
And you
it.
see it's split completely, and there's this amber bleeding out from the tree.
I just put a hand on it and I look at it and say, "There's nothing wrong with trying to protect your child."
Well,
Speaking of protecting the children, should we protect these hatchlings and their mother?
from what exactly?
But maybe if they don't have their druid, maybe they are not used to fighting on their own. We could take them with us.
Can we transport them across the water though?
Don't think that would be a good idea.
Sorry, we're bringing the drakes now.
Says the guy who summons demons.
Actually, Krios is still in this essential form, and she'll like, "Can I stop?"
No. That's not the same thing.
I think they believe here on this island we don't tell anyone
Let's see.
about what happened here so they can live in peace.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we gonna, like make a park?
They were.
Welcome to Park.
Drake Park.
The mad son of a bitch, he did it. I mean, there were subjects to. There were subjects to the Lady of Green, so I mean, it is possible that nature will smile upon them and they will find a way. But yeah.
I'm counting on it. See ya. No, okay, listen. This has been a bit of a whirlwind
Nearest
of
when
an
you communicate
afternoon.
with
Yeah.
the animals, I want to ride them. I'm
Okay.
riding back.
Okay, I try to use Arthur to mentally instigate the image of them being safe.
Ah, that's a good idea.
And you see actually the large, the one that Lysana right on, is actually pushing its head against your palm as it would.
Oh.
So cute.
Da, 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 da.
Oh, that's so cute. Right?
They open doors now?
Well, shall we be off, or do we take a short rest before we try to get off the island?
Right.
I don't care.
Off the park?
Hey.
And
I think
if
I think we could take a short rest. But also, I'm just wondering, where do we go from here? Perhaps we should discuss that while we rest shortly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, Jace, what's the status for you now? You still haven't found what's his name.
No, I mean, I didn't expect to find him today. Again, I was only supposed to get information out of
Okay,
her.
what did you?
Yeah, I had to find the Sator brothers somewhere called Cloudy Falls.
Yeah, then that's within the Draconian Empire.
Ah,
Oh, it's back home.
fair enough. So yeah, I mean, my quest these parts is.
Your patron sounded disappointed in you.
Yeah, I don't know. She was just
that
telling
you?
me to remember my place. You
What
know,
is your place?
Knight.
What?
Sir?
Oh yes,
That
yes,
matters.
absolutely. I am her servant, I suppose, seeing as how she gives me my powers.
Yeah, makes sense.
Sounds like a really shitty deal, Jace.
I mean, he's not summoning demons. You're not summoning demons.
That is a fair point. I am not, in fact, someone.
That doesn't seem to be fair in terms of setting the lows.
That sounds like a very personal attack
Yeah.
on my
Actually,
brother.
I have, if anything, I have way more control over my supernatural powers than Jace has.
Yeah, like crunch as Krios is buying some of his lunch again.
Well, obviously, that's okay.
Use some of the bone to pick his nose.
So what is the next step? Do we go back and just resume the resistance building, or?
I was kind of hoping that we could have Lady Sahana on our side and be like, hey, we kind of want to kill these people, and they'd be like, sure.
And then you feel a puff from the large drake.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if these guys are going to be useful as resistance.
No, wait. What about the
Mouse.
No, there was that dragon lady in the swamp. Maybe she could take care of these.
Dragon lady in the swamp.
Yeah, because you would know that drakes, they understand Draconic. They don't speak the language, but they understand it.
They could take care of the hatchlings. They could live here.
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
Some dragon lady called Kriana, we helped her kill her leader so she could lead.
And be part of the resistance.
Yeah, basically, mostly.
Because the other leader wanted to be part of the Karakan Empire.
Yeah, it was kind of bad.
Okay.
But we killed him, and it was cool, and I killed everyone, and Davri didn't do anything.
Yeah.
That seems beside the point.
Yeah, it seems like a really personal attack.
Either way, we could contact that person and see if she could take care of them, as Naru suggested.
Yes, I think that would be nice.
But then we have to bring all of them with us.
Well, not necessarily now. I mean,
They know where the place is.
Yeah, I mean, it's not
sure.
like, yeah.
We
Yeah.
can tell them that they're.
Yep, let's do that.
Yeah.
So, you wanted a short rest before we go back?
I
I
already
just
took my
cast
short rest.
sensing.
Hmm?
I haven't met this person, have I?
No.
Oh.
Did you meet that
Alright.
person?
I don't think so. It doesn't ring a bell.
No, the
Oh, but wait a minute. They would have someone in the camp, right?
yeah, there are tribesmen within the rebel camp.
Yeah, so we can just get a message.
Tell Nat the vermin.
Who?
Nat. The vermin,
You have met the goblin.
yeah.
Very briefly, but you have met him.
I have to tell him what, though?
Just tell them that to give a message to Kriana that there are some hatchlings on this island and that there are no more
I think I
dangers.
should probably write this down. What? Who?
And she Chris essentially places a hand so you can like put a paste.
So you're saying Nat the Goblin.
Nat the vermin.
Nat the Vermin. The
Who's a goblin?
Yeah, you met this person.
Yeah, sure. Nat the Vermin,
She has to say each and every time you have met this person.
the Goblin. I have to tell him that.
I can't remember.
that
Tell Kriana.
tell. Is it with a K?
Yeah, sure. I don't know.
Criana.
Kriana.
Whatever.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
There what was we?
Goblin. No, Drakes.
Yeah.
Drakes.
Breaks.
On what's the name of this island?
Crone's Hill.
Crone's Hill Island.
The land is safe now. Take care of them.
Land is safe now.
And then Hands of War.
Huh?
Hands of War.
Alright, great. I will tell him when we get back to the camp. What? Oh, you want me to... Sorry.
Yes! Yeah! I want you to use your magic!
Can't say. Not the vermin, the goblin. Tell Kriana that there are drakes on Crone's Hill Island. The land is safe. Take care.
Of them.
Of them, House of
Am I hearing voices again?
I can't answer that.
Just kidding. On it.
Cool.
That's a great joke.
Yep.
He casts long distance vicious mockery.
So what is the next step?
I mean, I really want to kill some people.
Well, we already
That's
killed a bunch
nice.
of dinosaurs.
Okay,
Which
well,
dinosaurs?
wait. We killed
Great.
Surrender, okay. And Kuru
You have a list of people you need
Who the
to
fuck
kill?
are you? Are a star?
No, blacklist. She's games playing that.
just have a list of the important people we have to kill, okay?
How are you doing?
Actually, pretty good. We have 3 left.
Alright, let's go find him and kill him.
Okay, we have Maru, the one who took us capture with the nightmare.
Yeah,
We have
Joffrey, Queen Cersei.
Lord Baelish. Then there's some, Tredrax.
The Green Death, yeah.
Yeah, he's riding
Tredrax, the Green Death.
That's his character.
Yeah,
Oh, that's my character.
Made him.
My villain.
He rides a scorpion.
What?
A giant scorpion. We just need to establish it. He rides a giant scorpion, not just a scorpion.
wait.
He's not just a small kind of scorpion.
Giant scorpion.
the Green Death.
It's probably going to
Stuart Little.
eat him.
Stuart Little, the Green Death.
Yes. And then we have the Blarg. Blarg.
Yeah.
Which Blarg the final? But
Who was it that killed the children?
Oh, that was probably all of them together. Maro, he's easy enough. He's like the one. He has the station.
Yeah, he's essentially like
Near
the
50
sheriff
house.
in town
Yeah,
at this point.
I want to kill him. I want his steed.
Okay.
And not
This is just a shopping list for you, isn't it? You're a real psycho, Aurora.
Yeah.
You know that? You're a real
You're a real psycho. Can we get that? Can we get the blood?
You know what?
Yeah, we're gonna be
I just want some nicer things in life.
Okay, here's my question.
Yeah.
This is important. That amber stuff that's running out of the dead tree, will that count as blood for the purposes of something? No, just kidding.
I'd actually like to
I
examine.
mean, you could still take it
Yeah.
and like examine what it is.
Yeah, what do you want to know?
There's a mosquito inside. We'll
I mean,
close
just if
right
there's anything
before-
unnatural, unsap-like.
Make an arcana check.
Maybe there's a mosquito caught in the sap.
Are there any like unusual flowers here that you can't find anywhere?
Now you're getting choked again.
No.
Yeah, there are these the white petals with these red dots.
25.
Hey, Neris, what are these flowers?
25.
We are nice flowers. Perfectly safe for
There's
consumption.
clearly powerful magic stored within this amber. What it could be used for, you don't know at this point. But
I'd like to take the amber.
Really? That seems disrespectful.
Yes, that actually seems
Even to me. And that says a lot, guys.
That's not. Let him
This
take
woman
it. Just take it.
sacrificed
Just
her
steal it.
life.
Steal it from her corpse, Jace.
Yes, I will tell you this. Up
With an actual
until
flag shoulder there
a few
on my side,
moments
I think
ago,
I shouldn't.
I would actually have considered you the most chaotic person of this party, but then your sister showed us her list of people to kill.
Yeah,
I mean-
anything.
I really miss Davry right now.
Yeah, no.
What? Because he's still a paladin.
Yeah, well.
Exactly that reason.
and she creates like, I'm actually happy it's not here right now. I think that would be very weird.
Oh, Davy would be so pissed.
And he wouldn't be pissed about your list?
I mean, I'm just.
Hey, everyone has a
I'm just being organized about murdering people.
Because that's a good thing.
I mean, you're more chaotic than I am because you're just like killing people left and right when they attack you. I'm making a
This
list.
is a weird discussion. Listen, if you need that sap, you take the sap. But I'm just saying, like, she did sacrifice her life to save those thingies. And she did give you the information that you needed.
Yeah, that is a fair point.
Take it or I will.
Oh, come on, Aurora. What's that? This is
Just giving him like
Why?
sort of.
How did I return from hell and I'm the sympathetic one? That doesn't make any
So you said it
sense.
had magic properties, but I wasn't sure how to.
What is happening?
As of now, you don't. There's nothing that springs to mind per se as of now. Might be later. Yeah, maybe later. Maybe it can be used for some ritual. Maybe whatever.
Could bring her back to life.
Well, I'm thinking we can probably use it for something very good. Which, yeah.
Sure, something good.
it's a vial.
Yes, because I was not planning on selling it.
I mean, bringing her back to life. Hang on.
I mean, you could do that with
We're
one.
gonna take a whole
one
lot of
diamond.
these.
No, but-
Like,
but-
you
no,
just
no,
took her
no,
down
no,
within
but
the
hang
last
on.
century.
Alright, I'm gonna go find some Drake cakes and take them. Let's go. Yeah,
I mean,
gonna
okay,
poach some
so
grapes.
the point is, I could actually not resurrect her, but reincarnate her. I just hope she wouldn't be mind looking like a dwarf or a gnome or a.
Yeah, he has the reincarnate spell,
Can you do
which
that?
essentially
What does it
revives the
cost?
person, but it's random which creature
It
they
costs
revive
me,
as.
oh, damn it! I just need to find it again. I mean, I would have to memorize it, but up to 10 days can pass before I have to...
Does it cost anything?
10,000 gold pieces worth of...
Hey, we can ask Wilbur if he wants to get Hannah back.
Oh, jeez.
Oh yeah, as any other creature that she was.
It's just 1,000.
Yeah, for reincarnate. But then they
that's
return...
humanoid or piece of that's humanoid.
Right,
She is
but
an archfey. I would say
that
she
is
would be a
for Hannah, right?
for Hannah. Yeah.
This
Okay.
for
Oh
Hannah.
yeah, because
I mean,
Lady
if you have
Sahana.
a body.
What the fuck is happening?
I'm just saying, Wilbur was really, really sad, and he probably wants his friend/girlfriend. I don't know what they were. But like, if he wants it back, we can help.
But you just understand that she'll return as something
else, but who cares if it's her personality?
Some people are racist.
Yeah, this actually seems like a really bad idea. And this sort of sounds like an episode of Black Mirror. And I don't appreciate it. Not for 1 sec. Listen, Hannah's...
Black Mirror, was that something in hell?
No, it was that thing that we went through from the Feywild. Don't worry about it.
So, have we had a short rest now?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what is our next step?
Get the fuck off this island, I guess.
Alright.
Let's go.
And actually, the drakes form a formation around you, like
Nice.
protective circle.
That's just...
I poached some of their eggs. Yep,
Okay,
that's what I did.
Make a sleight of hand.
I'm just gonna make a deception check. That's level 20. You hear that, guys? I poached some of the drake's eggs. Boy, that would be bad.
You believe him.
Yep.
Give them back.
Oh, okay. So that's the line, is it? The line is drake eggs. We can take dead people's sap. That's cool.
No, we can't take dead
Oh, we
people's
didn't do
sap.
that.
I think so.
Oh, okay, didn't take it.
Did you?
No.
Did I go? I'm gonna run back.
Aurora.
Yeah.
Please don't.
I just wanted to take it for Jace.
I win. Listen. I haven't taken the eggs. It was a very well constructed lie by me, Eos. My point is, I think we need to respect the people that we come in contact with more.
Yes.
Shut up, Chris. He's not a person. He's a creature of pure evil. Isn't that right, Chris? You're a creature of pure evil. Yeah, you are.
How long does he stay like that?
Forever. No, 24 hours. Oh, until I don't want him to be anymore.
Oh, he must love you.
Doesn't. That's not really the issue. That doesn't really. I don't think. Listen, is that a discussion about can he feel love?
Did you learn nothing in hell?
I learned a lot of things in hell, including this trick. This is handy.
You didn't have to torture people?
No.
That sucks.
Alright, let's get off this island and figure out what our next step will be.
30, 29. Nope, no torture.
Let's get off this island.
Inside check.
Now you can fuck off.
9.
No, of course. Why would he torture somebody?
Yes, he is.
Listen, we need to get off this island. We need to get back to the camp, and we need to figure out what our next move is going to be.
Thanks for listening. The intro music was by Philip Fisher, whereas the outro music was by Martin Kerr. The other pieces which are mentioned in the description down below were by Kevin MacLeod and Enda Genye. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we hope to see you again in Doroken.